your way. How are you doing? Good morning to you. Please, as you follow us this morning, subscribe to us, this channel, like this channel, drop your comment, and enjoy yourself this morning. Here right now, I am with my first interviewer. My first interviewer this morning, Mr. Jack, the Ole Wazirike of Ogbala. Mr. Jackson, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having you this morning. Mr. Jack Wazirike, this morning the council to Mazin Nnamdi Kanu yesterday in court were told that there is no lawyer to start the case of Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. It's like the federal government, they are afraid of Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. Is it not a sign of congratulations that Mazin Nnamdi Kanu have won the battle against federal government?
Well, let me greet our reviewers. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Nnamdi Benchak was it one of over. For what buying on the Kalu? I've already tell you buying on the Kalu. It's a single man. It cannot defeat federal government of Nigeria. And the nation that have fighting for having become a nation. So some people say that they should take him to ICC, International Criminal Law. No, it is the nation we take Nigeria over there.
Mr. Jack Wazirike, some people will say that this issue, this offense that Mazin Nnamdi Kanu committed, he did not commit it in Nigeria. He did not commit it on Nigeria soil. If you want to take this matter against him, can't you take him to ICC or take him to where he has committed this atrocity?
I said no, Nigeria cannot take it to ICC. It is the nation. It is the nation. Have you been that Biafra had come to stay? It is then we take Nigeria to ICC, Court of Law. Which person in fact is there will allow you to take the case to ICC? Now let me just tell you about Nnamdi Kanu and the Famlet Igbos leaders. That's the one that bring him. Nnamdi Kanu did not come out alone. There are the people that endorse him into IPOB. It is not Nnamdi Kanu that formed IPOB. There are the people that form the IPOB. There's one that bring him. So okay, be as a first one. But Nnamdi Kanu come against them. The way he speaks against them. The very word that he use on them that is not good. Okay, now Nnamdi Kanu mentioned on social media that how many years remain for them to die before they get Biafra. Is it these people who rule the Biafra? Why should he say this type of statement? Nnamdi Kanu start to be abusing them one by one. But the government, any government did not support him. You will abuse the government.
Mr. Wazirike, people will say that is it because that your person you are loyal to, which is Wazirike, and some people said that Wazirike betrayed Biafrans. Wait, I'm asking you this question. Wazirike betrayed Biafrans. Now Mazin Nnamdi Kanu come and take the case and say, I'll fight these things. If you cannot do it, step aside. Is that the reason you are angry with Nnamdi Kanu?
Who will tell me those the girls are watching it? How the Wazirike betrayed the Biafra? Without Wazirike, will you stand here to be talking about the Biafra nation?
Mr. Jack, Wazirike is not the one that brought Biafra.
Okay, no, let me just tell you. From 1999, we got on the road to meet Biafra. Who is the person? In Igbo land, who is the person on the road to meet Biafra? Who? Is it not the Kanu? I am asking you, Mr. Moderator.
They said that allegedly that Wazirike is a fraud man. Yes. He collected money from.
Let me just tell you, both the person who was late father on have already passed. We are calling this on the road to New Biafra, and we still standing on that road to the New Biafra up to now.
Up to now. Jack, the person you are fighting for Wazirike now, it has been, we don't hear anything about Biafra from him again. Does it
Mr. Moderator, nobody here know what is going on. If the Igbo that is here in my presence here, they don't know anything. They are not the freedom fighter. If they are freedom fighter, they will know what is going on. And let me just tell you, case of Nnamdi Kanu and federal government, they know themselves.
Mr. Jack, now that the federal government they are tired of this Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, they want to place the case. Are you saying that they should continue fighting to get against Mazin Nnamdi Kanu? Is that what you're saying?
Well, federal government of Nigeria know what to do for the case. Me and you doesn't know anything on it. And nobody will come and say, this is what Nnamdi Kanu committed or he did not commit it. It is federal government of Nigeria will tell the world, this is what it is. It is them. So no one will come out here. And if you say you are fighting for freedom, which platform? Is it through violence or through no violence?
Mr. Raf, let me tell you, Mr. Jack, even the Bible says right from the time of John the Baptist, the kingdom of God suffer violence. Men of violence taken by force. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu has come through peaceful way and it did not work. Now he has said, okay, if Nigeria did not allow my people go, let me go by violence.
Okay.
People don't forget that David in the Bible, Moses in the Bible, he passed through peaceful way, he passed through violence until the children of Israel get their freedom.
Okay. Now you have come. Let me say, tell me that Nnamdi Kanu is going through violence. Why the people say that he betrayed Biafra, say that I will fight it through no violence. I will get it through no violence. So the way that you want to go to violence, that is why federal government are holding him. Now, if Nnamdi Kanu is going through violence, that is where the federal government of Nigeria have stronghold to hold him. But Chief Dr. Raphael Wazike, I'm going to get this through no violence, with barrel, with wisdom.
Mr. Jack, in Nelson Mandela of South Africa, we saw what he passed through in the hand of South Africa. How many years he passed through prison? How many people are saying that Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, it has gone beyond what Nelson Mandela right now? What do you have to say before I bring somebody else?
Well, before I bring something, Nnamdi Kanu haven't reached 1/4 of what Mandela suffered in South Africa. Mandela was in prison 27 years. How many years have Nnamdi Kanu been in prison now?
Let me let you know. Let me make you understand that Nelson Mandela was fighting for Onibo, and the Onibos, the whites, they know how to maltreat human beings, not like the way Nigerians are maltreating Mazin Nnamdi Kanu.
Okay, it is the way Nnamdi Kanu follow, and that is how Nigeria follow him that way.
So, as an Igbo man, you support what Nigerian government is doing to Mazin Nnamdi Kanu?
Well, if Nnamdi Kanu do the right thing, for the champion of the freedom. So if it is fighting the way the God of the land wants it, Nigeria will not suffer him. But let me just tell you, coming to betray, it is Nnamdi Kanu, and it is every what he rep. So he's the one that betrayed, and that is what he faced. So that is what he faced. I'm here, and it is he himself said that anyone who did against Wazirike will be punishment, and he is the number one. That is what is suffering. Let him come out and tell the world what he said.
The Wazirike you are fighting for now is old, and he cannot get this away. Can this Wazirike supporting Mazin Nnamdi Kanu?
My friend, you are not inside the struggle. You are not a freedom fighter. Which of you here is a freedom fighter here? Which of you here, both you moderator and other Igbos, which of them is a real freedom fighter right now? Which of them?
Somebody, an Igbo man comment here. He says, "Sir, I don't think you are a full Igbo man. For you to saying this thing that you are disappointed."
Yes, because the man is not a freedom fighter. If it is a freedom fighter, you know what it takes. You know what it said. If you are going through violence, if you are going through no violence, there be difference between no violence and violence. So you can tell me the platform. Are you going with violence?
Mr. Jack, before I will let you go, name me 2 countries who has gotten their freedom without violence in the world that you know.
Okay. India.
India, they did not fight any country before they get their freedom.
They didn't fight. South Africa.
South Africa, Mandela paid the price.
Mandela paid the price.
Mandela paid the price.
Now, Nnamdi Kanu is attacking. He haven't done 1/4 of what Wazirike go.
You said Mazin Nnamdi Kanu have not done 1/4 of what Mandela did.
No, Wazirike.
Let me let you know. Let me tell you that you can never compare Wazirike with Nnamdi Kanu.
Nnamdi Nnamdi Kanu haven't got anything. Let Nnamdi Kanu come out and say the truth to the world, to the Biafran, to the land of the Biafra. Let it come out.
Nnamdi Kanu was born with silver spoon. He came from a rich man home. Nnamdi Kanu has everything what he takes to survive.
A prince of
living in UK.
This war,
he
a prince of
and come to Nigeria to fight for his people.
Come to Nigeria.
Justice.
Come to Nigeria. Do you know how Nnamdi Kanu come out for the freedom? Do you know? Do you know?
Was it
Something doesn't know. Something doesn't know. Let me just say, it is myself that brought Nnamdi Kanu. It is myself. When Nnamdi Kanu was in Europe, you said that he had everything. Nnamdi Kanu doesn't have any job over there.
Well, are you saying Nnamdi Kanu don't have job in UK? That's why I come.
Wait,
I beg.
You don't know anything. Wait. Let me just say, you don't know anything.
No, this is exaggeration.
What I'm saying, the person that come out,
this man is going astray.
He's missing it, and it is myself are paying him. By then, from 2012,
he's having old story.
By 2014, he betrayed the struggle. The federal government of Nigeria invited him from London to Nigeria, and he came. And someone called Wazike said, "Your boy is here with us in Abuja." He said, "Which of my boy?" He said, "Nnamdi Kanu." It's okay. After the discussion, Nnamdi Kanu come down to Imo State. Wazike asked him, "Do you want Abuja?" What Nnamdi Kanu said, "No." "Do you want Abuja?" He said, "No." That is where the struggle.
Mr. Jack, I will come back to you. Let me interview this man. You come. Good morning, sir. Thank you for having you this morning.
Good morning.
This allegation is heavy. He said Nnamdi Kanu does not have job in UK. That's why he came from UK to come and support the master of Wazirike. Now he took over the struggle for Wazirike. That Nnamdi Kanu is a criminal. That's what he said.
He doesn't have information. This man is blowing old story. Wazirike is old story. Wazirike is past tense. Nobody mentioned Wazirike again. He has passed. He's giving information concerning Nnamdi Kanu. He doesn't know Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu is a prince of Igbo land. He came from royal family. A person who went to study in UK, you know what it takes. You know what it takes for somebody to leave Nigeria to study in UK. So he's not a small personality. Listen to him, you will know that he's a person who knows what is law. And even when he appears in court of justice, you will see how he full court of justice. It's not with the maga. But you see it in him. You see a prince in him. You see a man who knows what he's doing. So this man that is talking to you don't know information about him.
Okay,
he
sir.
Doesn't have any
Okay,
information.
sir. Let's go a little discussion we're having this morning. Nnamdi council yesterday went to court to seek for another lawyer from federal government that will take over the cause. You know, the person that was in charge before resigned, said he's not interested. And Biafra said that this is a winning for Nnamdi Kanu. It's like federal government now, they are running for the case of this Nnamdi Kanu. What do you have to say, sir?
Well, you know, if you look into it very well, there is no judge again for no judgment again for Nnamdi Kanu. He has already been set free. The court set him free. So what is waiting now is to leave the office of DSS. That's all. So if you verify, what will you judge again? The court who set him free, is it are you calling them back again to judge? What are they going to judge again? There is no case there again.
Are you happy with the way President Bola Ahmed Tinubu handled this Nnamdi Kanu, or you are disappointed, thinking that if President Bola Ahmed Tinubu take over, he will hand over the case of Nnamdi Kanu, different from what Buhari has done. But right now, as it's going this way, are you disappointed in President Bola Ahmed Tinubu?
I can't say I am disappointed because this is a political issue. Mr. Bola Ahmed Tinubu has advisors. So he listened to his advisors and he measured he will be verifying when to release Nnamdi Kanu and how to release Nnamdi Kanu as a politician. So that is what is going on. We can't say we are disappointed because finally he's going to release him. You know that this case did not start with Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And even that it started with Bola Ahmed Tinubu, we will say something, but it didn't start with him. It's a case that he made on board. So I think that he's there to study and see how he will release Nnamdi Kanu. So it is not a full time for disappointment.
Okay, sir, it's like the case of the security in Nigeria is getting worse on a daily basis. Christopher Musa came, he said he has discovered the greatest problem, what is causing problem, insecurity in the north. That the Fulani and Hausa crisis are the one causing insecurity in the north because the Hausas are farmers, the Fulani are the headers. Now they have crisis. The headers will take their cow into Fulani farm to go and destroy their farm. These are the major things causing their fight. Do you agree with him? Do you give him for him to come out and say this? Do you agree with him, sir?
Yes, he's from there. I think I agree with him. He can know the origin of the problem. And we will also say that our brothers, Hausans, are also the cause of their problem because they are the people who welcome the Fulanis. Initially, they welcomed them. They would have measured, they would have think very well before welcoming them. They would have verified, those people that we are welcoming, are they good people or not? You know, they welcome them. Fulani has now conquered them and they have submitted them. They are now under Fulani. I remember when Buhari was on power, I read on paper 300 Hausans, more than 300, were locked in a isolated house, chained by Fulanis. If you see the trouble those Fulani that they welcome have given them, oh, you will pity Hausa people. What of Jos? What of Jos? Who welcome Fulani and give them land? What is their situation now? Go and see Jos, what is going on. Even a Fulani man tell indigenous of Jos, he told that man, look this Jos very well. A time shall come when your children will say, this land was for us. It was our land, but it's now Fulani land.
So even in case of Benue, what is happening in Benue, they are killing.
I say Fulanis are champion of invasion. Always they want to occupy the land of people and submit those people unto their authority. They want to conquer even the whole Nigeria. That's why Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is a president that I believe I was, I was telling people that Bola Ahmed Tinubu don't have godfather. He was a kingmaker before becoming president. Many leaders of this country, it is now that when people verify, they see that many leaders of this country were serving Fulanis. Every leader that come will serve them and go. Even Jonathan work for them. Many people, even go one, work for them. And it's as if the same people want to submit Tinubu now under their feet. And it's as if Tinubu is not the type that they can manipulate and submit. I think they want to do things equal in the whole Nigeria.
Okay, now you mention Tinubu. One will say Christopher Musa haven't known the problem of the North, insecurity in the North. He might not have the guts, he might not have the power to fight this case because if you look at it, Fulani are dominating also wrong. Fulani emir are everywhere in the North. Now, do you think it would be very necessary for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to support this young man, to bring justice to the land, allow Hausa to be, allow? Do you think it would be right for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to do that? Because this case is not always linger. if you forgot that these are part of the reason Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for Biafra, said that they will not allow any Fulani man to have a land in Igbo land. And that is the reason Buhari went to kidnap him from Kenya and bring him back to Nigeria because he felt that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is disturbing him. What do you have to say?
Yes, Fulani consider Nnamdi Kanu as their great enemy. That is true because Nnamdi Kanu know history very well. Even when Fulanis were asking for land in every state of Nigeria, Nnamdi Kanu, I think, was the first person that opposed and that say they want to use it to continue to dominate and conquer the whole Nigeria, and it was true. So that is why every Fulani man, when you talk about the release of Nnamdi Kanu, they don't too much welcome it because of the wisdom of that young man that is detained. But I think that Bola Ahmed Tinubu, because me, as of me, what I think of him, although I'm not in him, I believe he's a fearless man. He don't fear anybody when it comes to take a good decision. What if he notice that this thing is good, he can do it. So I think that he can help Hausas today if Hausas allow him to help him because he want to do things equal in Nigeria. That is why this tax reform bill that he brought up, I think that Hausas also should support him because it's a way to making things equal in Nigeria.
So it's always a contradiction. Is it now that the Hausas have now started waking up? That now we are no longer with the Fulani. This intimidation is becoming too much. Don't forget that Buhari is a Fulani man. Even the article that contests under PDP was Fulani man. If you look at the whole state in the north, it's Fulani that is their governor. Right now, do you think the Hausas are beginning to wake up and see what the Biafra have saw? What the Oduduwa have seen that they will not allow Fulani to come and dominate them.
It's not only Hausas that are waking up. Hausas are waking up. In Jos also, people are waking up. If you come in Yoruba land, they are also waking up. Sunday Igboho has waked up since. He has waked up since, unless if he doesn't have support. Even many Yorubas now are telling you that they are tired of one Nigeria because it's as if it's through that one Nigeria that these people are having their way to penetrate everywhere and to useless Nigerians. If you look their history very well, if you look in their history, many of them come from Arab
Mali,
countries,
different
Mali,
places.
Niger, from here and there, and their goal today is not what you are calling one Nigeria.
So once 30 seconds, viewers all over the world, we are talking about Fulani herdsmen, the atrocity they have committed in Nigeria. What even prompted Martin Nnamdi Kanu to come out to fight that he will not be alive and see his people be subjected under this kind of a hatred? And Martin Nnamdi Kanu took it upon himself that Biafra must go, and that is why they are punishing him. Don't forget that he's Fulani man, former President Buhari that went to kidnap him from Kenya, and they afflicted him what is passing to today. As you are continuing.
That's why I told you that Nnamdi Kanu is not even enemy of Nigeria. He has never been an enemy of Nigeria. Rather, he's enemy of Fulani. Why is he enemy of Fulani? Because he noticed their agenda and plan. He noticed it earlier on and he started to kick against it. It's not even that he hates Fulani. No, he's kicking against their agenda. He want to stop them, from what they are saying. They are born to rule. Nigeria belongs to them. That's when Nnamdi Kanu started to give them a landmark. He started to tell them, after all, the unity of Nigeria was not discussed. Yorubas did not come, Igbos and Arewa, Fulani. We didn't have a round table to discuss concerning our unity. It is Britain that united us for their own interests. They united us for their own interests. and they use us to fight ourselves for their own interests.
Okay, sir. I will come again. Let me have another person. We have 41 people watching us live. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to this channel and drop your comment. Let's talk about you, celebrate you. We have Onye Lolo the way. Thank you for joining us. We have Jesus say, thank you. What do you guys think about what he's saying? Yes, so that's what we are talking. Please drop your comment. We'll talk about that. We'll come back to you, sir. Thank you so much for having you. Yes, I have Mr. Lawrence, the man who always smiles all the time. Good morning. Thank you for having you this morning.
Yeah, good morning.
This morning, the Biafrans are happy because what the Biafra have been saying, what Nnamdi have been saying before he was kidnapped in Kenya by Buhari, now it has gone on Hausa. Hausa said that they are tired of Fulani. The Fulanis are the one causing trouble in the north. And the Christopher Musa, the head of the yes, he said that the cause of fight in north is between the Fulani and Hausa. You know, the Hausas are farmers, while the Fulani are herdsmen. That the Fulani are using their herdsmen to go and destroy the farm of Hausa. That is the cause. For a long time now, nobody has the guts to come and talk what is happening. Still kudos to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu because he's the one in power. And now, my question now is that, do you think that now President Bola Ahmed Tinubu should support this Mustafa to fight these people, to tell the Fulani where they belong? Because enough is enough. This is what Nnamdi have been saying. What do you have to say?
You see my sign?
Hmm?
Did you see my sign?
Yes, I see your sign. You're sleeping.
He's sleeping.
When you sleep in the night, we are waking what? In the morning. That's 12 hours you sleep. When you wake up, the next thing we do, mommy, good morning, daddy, good morning, auntie, good morning. In Nigeria here, what did the Odumogu Ojukwu see in 1963? That's what Nigerians see in 2025. Bros, since Fulanis or Hausas, but let me go straight to the point. The Fulanis start ruling Nigeria over 40 years ago. Bros, for your village, my village, madam village, Fulani will enter our village to do what? To slaughter female, men, and our children and rape their wives. But what happened? The federal power will do what? Will cover them. They will tell you, say, nothing they do for Nigeria. May glory be to God now. You see that marriage? When you go to where they say, better for once. Once. This our generation will come say, Pastor, no they tell us better for once again. If you marry husband, if your husband no dey do you well, do wetin? Go. If you marry wife, your wife no dey do you wetin? Do wetin? Go. You no go die. If you die, na you sabi. When that woman wey dey sing music, that Christian music, he die. Me, I follow blame the woman because Osinachi. If you say the woman leave your husband, you no go die, you go dey there dey enjoy.
You're right.
Are you getting me?
Right.
What I'm saying now, the marriage between Hausa, Igbo, and Yoruba is already do what? Do.
Are you saying
Oga, wait. Me and you no dey chop belle full. The day this government help us, the tango Mustafa, the chief of army staff, are saying now, see that we are pushing since how many years? We already see where the house dey. Where the house dey? Fulani.
Mr. Lawrence, sorry for cutting you short. Now that the chief of staff, Christopher Mustafa, have said it now, that Fulani and Hausas are the one causing mayhem in the north. Do you think President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to strict to action and look at the house at the Fulani and said enough is enough?
Listen, the reason why I hate this our leaders in Nigeria, they like selfish interests. If Ahmed Tinubu, as the president of Nigeria, wants the interest of his people, you know what you're supposed to do? What if you're Jerika, dude, when Jonathan is a president of Nigeria, But the tribalism makes Jonathan remove Ifejirika because Ifejirika is the person that have the opportunity to conquer those our enemies. Ahmed Tinubu supposed to stand firm as #1 citizen of Nigeria and in the interest of the people and say that enough is enough. Those people that are foreigners, the Fulanis, that doing different atrocity in this part of Nigeria and Africa. Yes, time to you to find your way.
Back to where you are coming from.
Thank you.
Let me remind you that during the former president Buhari, he wanted to kill Nnamdi Kanu before Nnamdi Kanu run away. He wanted to kill Igboho before Igboho run for his dear life. These are the two people that are telling Buhari. He tell Buhari that Buhari, what your people are doing is wrong. Now, Asuwaju has come. Then what do you expect if you are in Asuwaju's shoe? What will you do before you leave power, my brother?
Now, in Sena, see Yoruba now. Over 50 million people in Yoruba land now say that they are tired in one Nigeria. Now, Asuwaju is from Yoruba land and is #1 president of Nigeria. And now, what to me, I think Asuwaju supposed to do now is to do it. He have the power to do what he say. Hey, Ogori go, Akim go, Musa go. Asuwaju, that's what he's supposed to do. To do what? To reshove the system of Nigeria and the system of Africa. Bro, we're not supposed to call any Nigeria. We're supposed to talk about Africa too. Because whatever affects Nigeria affects the whole Africa. As Nigeria is the country black race in Africa. What Ahmed Tinubu supposed to do to be as leader of ECOWAS and the leader as the #1 citizen of Nigeria, he's supposed to support his people. What is Sunday Igboho doing? Support him fully. It's not political.
Mr. Lawrence, I think Bola Ahmed Tinubu is doing it. Because if you look at this tax reform, he is trying to pass a message to the North that enough is enough.
Trust me, listen. That's why I tell you, say, I hate Nigeria politics. The stage will reach because of selfish interest. He can say that, let me still rule 2027. That's when I'm going to. If Ahmed Tinubu is fighting for the interest of his people, Oga, Sam, Doya Bam Bam Bam, Adorie, onye ọrụ adọrọ anụ nke ya. Ịtọta the lap, iwere. Ịtọta ise, iwere. Ịtọta afọ, iwere. All ya Ahmed Tinubu supposed to do. I speak Igbo, I speak broken, I speak English. Listen, what Ahmed Tinubu supposed to do now, he see that they have the opportunity to support Sunday Igboho. Let some Mr. President release our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I will know that he means the business, that he wants the interest of his people. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having you, Mr. Lawrence. I have Mr. Olajide this morning with me.
Good morning, Mr. James.
Good morning. Thank you for having you this morning. Yes, the truth we have been waiting for, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu fight for before he was arrested. Igboho stood for before late Buhari, former president, wanted to kill him before he ran for his dear life. The truth has been revealed by Chief of Staff Musa Christopher. He said the Fulani, the Hausa, they are the one causing problem in the north. You know, Fulani, they are headers, while the Hausas are farmers. That Fulani are releasing their cow to go and destroy the farm of Hausa, and that is the major problem. Hausa now, they have stood up that enough is enough. They want to start their own. What do you have to say? Credit to this Chief of Staff, Musa Christopher.
General Musa Christopher, don't forget, he's from the minority part of the northern of Nigeria. I think from the Kaduna South.
Yes.
Maybe Kaji or Katab or Zango. Out of those minority. So he's not a Fulani, I'm sure. So it's not a Fulani and Hausa man. He's one of the minority of the South.
So they know they know the humiliation the Southerners they be expressing in the hands of the Fulanis of the north. Just as Fulanis conquered the Hausa land, they have imposed themselves on them. So also they are also dominating, terrorizing other minorities. They are the one that remember Qatar. This is the Fulani against the rest of the other minorities. Fulani are people that like to dominate, like to suppress, like to impose themselves on people. You know they are migrants. They don't have any land. They migrate from one place to another. And wherever they are, wherever they find pasture for their cattle, for their heads, they want to stay there and drive away and send out and drive away everybody who is the indigenous owner of that land. That's what the Sovereign did unto Hausa. They conquer them, conquer their land, impose rulership over the political structure of their land. They impose emir on them. To date, emir have been ruling the Hausa land since Usman Afudo jihad of 1800 to 1804 when they conquered their land. That's the same that still happening, operating their land up to now. It's the same thing that they want to extend over Nigeria, under Buhari or in the name of Ruga to change demography of Nigerian settlement by putting
Mr. Jide, sorry for cutting you short because of our time. I want you to go straight to the point.
Okay, yes,
Now that, wait,
yes.
let me ask you this question. Now that the Christopher Musa chief of staff have had the guts to tell Nigeria, to tell President Bola Ahmed Tinubu where the problem is coming from the north, don't you think that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu should be courageous enough and support this young man and look at the Fulani eyeball to eyeball that enough is enough? Stay in your territory. You see the destruction they have caused in Benue, the destruction they have caused in Plateau, what they have done in different places in Nigeria. It's high time they put an end to this. If you are in the position of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, what will you do?
One thing is common to politicians. They pay policies with everything available for them. But they are serving political interests.
But do you think President Bola Ahmed Tinubu
Excuse me,
playing
Mr. James, Mr. James. I'm telling you what a typical Nigerian politician is. They play political game. They everything available on them to use for political. They use to play political games for the political interest, self-political interest. Don't be surprised. Instead of Tinubu doing that, what's the time to confront the planning? They may choose not to do that for a selfish political interest. Instead of confronting the plan and telling them, look, discussing the point is that you are the one causing the serious mayhem by this practice, by carrying your cow into the farms of farmers and eat from their farm cultivation. You should stop that. Instead of doing that, if you have the courage to do that, if you have done that, but I'm not telling you that you can choose not to do that for political selfish interest.
Mr.
So,
Olagide, why I would think that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu will do the needful? Because if you talk about, I agree with you that every politician fights for their interests. It gets into the 7 election. But as it is right now, Nigeria eyes have opened. Even people who did not, I myself, I did not support President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But I told you in my last interview that if election is tomorrow, I'm going to queue behind President Bola Ahmed Tinubu because of the courageous act they are taking to tackle some issue which the past president like President Olusegun Obasanjo, Aremu, they could not able to do, Jonathan could not able to do. But this man, which most of us did not support, is doing it. Don't you think that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu have everything to do whatever he want to do? Because right now, as I told you now, the Hausas they will queue against Tinubu. If Tinubu do the right thing against this Fulani, the middle belt they will queue behind Tinubu if Tinubu do the right thing. The Igbos now they are beginning to fall in love with what Tinubu is doing. Don't you think it is high time that Tinubu should do the needful?
Mr. James, if I let you pose the question. If the question now is that when Tinubu has the guts, go the whole hub of composing the Fulani, that no, you have been identified as the problem of the country, security wise, by social act. Instead of stopping having the whole state on you. Will you have the courage to do that? Will you have the courage to do that? If he has a guts to do that, then there will be peace. But we don't use to play, we not play for political self-interest for political game. If you're able to do that and know where the problem is and tell the problem, hello, I been you have understand the problem. We are there's confusion as business, like my previous night. It's like go to the hospital. You compare the doctor. This is the sickness you have. Doctor will want to know what is the cause of that sickness. That is the cause the doctor will treat. If someone has been told now that hello sir, problem is not is caused by security, insecurity is not caused by crisis between Fulani and Hausa, we still have to go to confront the Fulani that the security report on my table shows that you are the cause of it, and will you stop it or bring your state against you? If he has to go to do that, then we know there will be peace. There will not that matter will be resolved. But if you have no cause, if you have no God to do that, then that means there will not be solution to it. Is will he pay for political interest? Then the question is that if he has a God to do that, then the problem is already solved.
Mr. Jide, we are still in security issue. This morning, one of the paper took it this morning that Nigeria are partnering with China to curb the security in Nigeria. And the China said they are ready to train 70,000 Nigerian military so that they will put an end to this insecurity in Nigeria. Do you think that Nigeria is taking a good step? Because some of us believe that we can fight this fight on our own. If really we are ready to fight this fight, do you think the step federal government is taking now is good enough for partnering with China, for China to come and take over, to come and fight the security for us?
Mr. James, whether we take it or not, whether I believe it or not, China is a far developed country than Nigeria. And if there's any help they can do to our security, it's a far developed country, far advanced country technically, everything wise than Nigeria. If there's any assistance they can render to our military personnel in terms of training, sharing the technical, if there's any assistance, if there's any help, China government can give to no country has it all. Even America has developed as developed America is. America is still finding allies. America is still building allies. America should have been alone now since Papa of the whole world now. They should remain alone. Say, yes, Papa. But you see them building allies. America still wants to build their bases on different parts of the world, seeking for allies, seeking for friends, people that they can work with, they can be on the same path with them, not doing it alone, not doing it all alone. If China has assistance can rent to our military by training, by giving us equipment, by giving us tips on intelligence gathering, better military training and deployment, nothing bad in that. They will come here and come and fight for us. They will bring their soldiers here. They only raise our military technological know-how, our intelligence level, and they may even give us some military hardware to back up. But they won't bring their forces here. So if there's any assistance we can rent to train our soldiers can be better than what they are. It's not bad. What I am telling you is that the root cause of that problem is what we must tackle. If we tackle the root cause of the problem, we know that everybody knows that Fulani herdsmen are the cause of the security in Nigeria.
Mr. Jide, before I will let you go this morning. Okay, the Fulani, yesterday the council to Nnamdi Kanu went to the court and asked the federal government that they should name the person that will be in charge. You know fully that the last person that was in charge, what she sounded, is not ready.
Yes,
that's not ready to continue with the case.
Yes.
Now the federal government said that they don't have anybody for now. Is it that the federal government, they are running for Nnamdi Kanu because the councils, they are ready to fight this legal issue, but like Nigeria government are not ready? What is your thoughts?
You see, what I have said it before, that if our President Tinubu, the approach I will use on Kanu and Samekwa will be different from the approach Buhari use. Buhari use approach of crushing the agitation, defeating them, suppressing them, and they make a mistake that they know that this is a matter of conscience. Agitation has been conscientized. It has become a matter of conscience, not a matter of just wishful statement thinking. There cannot be smoke without fire. There cannot be reason for somebody that is testing without any reason for him.
Yes, sir.
there is reason for Kanu to be agitating. Even Igboho, there is reason for him to be agitating. Because it doesn't, otherwise, why should Yoruba be talking of agitation of Yoruba nation? When Obasanjo and the president 8 years, Osinbajo, Vice president 8 years, and now this is Tinubu again 8 years. Why should Yoruba be talking of agitation? That means there's something not, satisfactory to them in this nation.
Okay, Mr. Gere, please save your energy. I'm coming for you.
Yes.
I'm coming to you to interview you because this issue is very long.
Let me run up so that Tinubu will hear this. The approach Tinubu to use is that they should bring Kanu out, bring Samuel Ekpa out, sit them on the table. Hello, what is the reason for your grievances against the Nigerian state? They will table it before him and let him address it. And by the time he does that, he should not use them as a negotiating tool to bring down the crisis in Southeast. It should not be going the route of prosecuting, pushing the agitation. It's one word. Let him take the path of reconciliation.
Okay, thank you so much. Oh, okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much for having you. Good morning, sir. Thank you, sir.
Well done, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having you this morning. Yes, we are talking about the insecurity in Nigeria because insecurity concerns you and I and everyone living in Nigeria. Now, the chief of staff, Musa Christopher, took a bold step yesterday and said that this problem, this long problem that has been happening in the north is being caused by two tribes, which is the Fulani and the Hausas. The Fulani are the headers, the Hausa are the farmers. And the headers, which is the Fulani, are using the cows to destroy their farms, and that's what has been causing a lot of problems. Now, this young man have the guts to tell Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu the truth. What if you are in the shoe of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu? What will you do to back this man up to make sure you put an end to insecurity in the north?
First and foremost, I'll give a marching order. A marching order because it's the commander. I am the commander in chief of the armed forces. Because the late Sonia Abacha said something that if there are insecurity in a country within 24 hours, that if the government of the day cannot solve it, that means they know something about it. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu should give a marching order that whoever is in charge is causing this mayhem, invite them and give them a marching order. That whatever is going on in these two, the Fulani and the Hausa, whatever is going on, I want to see an end to this. Invite their elder, invite every one of them, and say, henceforth, I'm going to hold you people responsible. Those people will go back home as a representative and go and do their forum meeting. The chief of army staff, Musa Christopher, have done their finding, and with the intelligence reports, they have been able to tell Mr. President. I expect Mr. President now to call all the chief, all the elders, all the traditional districts, and hold a town hall meeting with them. When he hold a town hall meeting with them and say this is where this government is going, for you to maintain security and peace, I've been told that you are the one that is destabilizing the peace of the country. Once he gives them that marching order, and the traditional leader, all of them will sign a peace accord. Once they sign a peace accord, I will tell you, peace will begin to reign.
So before now, the Hausas, they say they are brother with Fulani, they are one. But it's like it's now dawning on them that the Hausa race is now consumed by Fulani. Hardly you hear Hausa now, Hausa now. What you hear is Fulani.
Yes.
Now, don't you think that this Fulani, if you see the mayhem they have caused in the country, causing mayhem in the Benue, in Plateau, in different places, they will come to your land. They will use their cattle to destroy your farmland. They will rape your children. They will kidnap and collect ransom. Right now, that this chief of staff, which is Mustafa Christopher, have said what is happening now. If you were opportune to advise President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, would you advise him to go back to that this thing they brought the last time, whereby a cattle will not allow to move from one place to another. Have a ranch place where you ranch, just like where you have your own farm. You rent your farm, you farm on it. Why must these people carry their cattle running everywhere, destroying people? Don't you think that is the genesis of the problem?
Let me give you a clear picture. This man, Fayoshe, the former Ekiti State governor, when he was the governor, he told the Fulani herdsmen and said, if you want to come to Ekiti, you need to come and register. Every of the Fulani that came to Ekiti registered. You understand? And those that did not register, he arrested every one of them. Every one of them has an identity. Every one of them have heads of departments they can report to. Give them ID card. Whoever messed up, you arrest them. But we have given them the liberty and the chance to operate. Why did I say we are giving them the liberty and the chance to operate? Because our so-called the traditional rulers, the chiefs, have sold our land to them, and they cannot tell them the truth. The governors, we need to wake up from their responsibility. It is not only Bola Ahmed Tinubu that have to do this work. It has to go to the governors. Because the governors, we need to enforce law that if you go against this law, this is the punishment. Governor Fayose did that and it worked excellently well. In Lagos State, we have a lot of all these people coming in. Lagos State is doing their own underground. You see them go out in the night to arrest people that do not have a place to stay. And I want to say this, if these are done, the traditional ruler, the governor, the community head, the police and everybody, all these Fulani herdsmen will not have power any longer to go and destroy and do whatever the wrong thing they used to do. It will stop. It will stop it naturally.
Thank you so much for having you this morning. We believe that the viewers that are watching this morning, whether maybe this video might get to any of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu cabinet, they should be able to translate your message to him. Let him take the food steps because this thing is consuming Nigeria. Look at the food crisis right now. People cannot afford food because over there in the north, they cannot go to farm because of what these Fulani herdsmen are doing. And before I will let you go, you remember that this is the reason Sunday Igboho stood up and said enough is enough during Buhari government, that he will fight for his people. And Buhari government nearly killed him, if not that he run for his dear life. The same thing to Nnamdi Kanu. He said that we will not allow this injustice. It's better let my people go. Let's go and develop our region. Buhari also clamp him down. Now, what is your message to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, most especially to Nnamdi Kanu? Don't you think it is high time for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to allow this young man to go?
Well, first and foremost, as a president of Nigeria, you should not be a president of Yoruba. You should not be a president of Igbo. You should not be a president of the Fulani. You should not be the president of Hausa. You should be the president of Nigeria. You understand? When we talk about the president of Nigeria, you should not be tribalistic. The past government, Buhari was too tribalistic. He gave the Fulani, he gave them full power. You understand? And that gave them the strength and the capacity to do whatever they want to do.
That they own Nigeria.
They own Nigeria. With what Tinubu is doing now, with this tax reform, you can see they are the one going against it.
Yes.
In the southern region, none of them is going against it. In one of the newspapers today, I'm hearing that in the
3%.
they said they should reverse VAT to 3%. Because of what? Agricultural products are not being taxed. That means they are not contributing to anything, and they are the one collecting the highest. I want to say this. The issue of Sunday Igboho, the issue of Nnamdi Kanu, the president should come out. They should come out and solve this issue amicably, because the way it is now, all the judge wash his hand off. The president, the federal government is gradually dodging, saying one way or the other, dodging. But I want to say this: they are cheating the southeast. When I say they are cheating the southeast, is this a very clear picture? Is that we have the Igbo, we have the Hausa, we have the the Southwest. The Yoruba have ruled. The Hausa have ruled. But the Saudis have not ruled. They have no rule. And that alone is going to kill their morale. If you say we have 3 children, you sideline one person, you are killing their morale. They should come home, restructure, talk to one another and say, now, when it is the turn of the South, we should be able to do what? We should be able to come together. We should be able to come together and forge a way forward. They've really marginalized the Southeast. The president should be able to solve this thing. He has the power in his hand. He can talk to whoever judges that want to do. Nnamdi Kanu, what's his name? This thing. Come. We want to do things together. We want to rub minds together. By so doing, everything will be okay.
Thank you so much for having you this morning.
Thank you.
Yes, viewers over the world. Yes, you can hear from our interviewer this morning the way he analyzed it. He said President Bola Ahmed Tinubu release Nnamdi Kanu, let him go and rest with his family. Let's come to a round table and discuss together. Right now, I have the only Biafra evangelist with me this morning. Biafra evangelist, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for having you. Okay, Biafra evangelist, you are happy this morning, but I know why you are happy. Because right now, yesterday, the council to Nnamdi Kanu, they walk majestically to the court and say federal government will be waiting for you people to call on us. You people did not call on us. Now we are here. Who is the person that is representing you people? It's like right now, federal government is running for the case of Nnamdi Kanu. What is happening?
Yeah, bro, also. Everybody is dragging his life and his head. Everybody is looking for a way to, Donald Trump is coming to ascend the throne. And the chief of staff of Donald Trump was once a lobbyist in 2019 with Nnamdi Kanu. And the current chief of staff, you know what that tells you. So everybody is trying to dodge his or her head. Are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
Because on a normal day thing, they're supposed to have appoint a judge to continue where Bitanyako stopped. You understand? No, Bitanyako have already decided to
What's the sound out of the case?
you understand? To save her life, her head from the matter. And ever since then, I could remember to show or whatsoever have been handed over the case to look into. He himself threw it away, the man from either Benue. You understand? He threw it away that they should return it back to Nyako. Let her continue. No, everybody is dodging their head because handling case of Nnamdi Kanu is like bringing your certificate to the table. You understand? You are like bringing your career to the table. So everybody wants to save his or her career because Nnamdi Kanu it's like a leash. A leash. If you leave it, it spoils something. If you say make you kill him, you will break because.
Mr. Biafra evangelist, he was smiling this morning. Yesterday, another news came up. The chief of staff to Nigeria, which you always criticize in this government, that is always after the Biafra, after the Southeast. He came out yesterday. He disappointed yesterday. Said that he's fighting for Nigeria, not only Biafra. He said that the problem in the north, he has found the problem in the north, that Fulani and Hausas, they are the one fighting themselves. They are the one causing the Boko Haram, the bandits, everything in the north.
They didn't say in the north. Point of correction. He said the problem of insecurity in Nigeria was caused by the Hausa Fulanis. They are the cause of insecurity in Nigeria. That is how he put it.
Are you saying that he's saying that indirectly that even the one it happened in the south is they are the one?
He is the one. They are the one now. He's coming to say the truth because he's watching us. And he knows that we have been speaking the truth. And the international bodies are hearing us. They are watching us too. Let me tell you many things that are not good that you don't know here. Many of them used to. I say, if I show you my phone, you will see international calls. I don't know them. I don't know them. And how they even, to the point that Chad, somebody from Chad, 235, check it out, it's from Chad, calling me. I don't know them. You understand? So what am I pointing out? They watch, they know the truth, and they are seeing it now. Glory be to God that is coming out now to say that truly the root of this insecurity in Nigeria are not the people we are pointing. Actually, the cause and the root of it are the people we are not even looking at, and those people are the Fulani Hausas. Because listen to me, have you ever heard that the Yorubas carry any of their cattle, go to the north and kill the northern farmers? Have you ever heard that? Have you ever heard say Igbo people carry anything cattle or their business or anything, go to the north and kill the people in the farm or even in their villages or in their town to occupy the place? Have you ever hear that? So, but if you come to the well, look at Oyo Governor Makinde, Sheyi Makinde is a jump today as I'm talking to you. Who are the cause? The Fulanis. You go to the east. What prompted Amateku? Forming of Amateku
In Southwest.
in the southwest.
Fulani.
Now Fulani cause now. Then what prompted
Mazi Nnamdi
the
Kanu.
Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ECN? Now Fulani is now. So actually, they are the problem. They are the root of what is happening. And CDS Musa abandoned them and was busy
Going after Biafra.
going after Biafra, pointing at Simon Ekpan and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But glory be to God that as we continue and we will continue to speak the truth, they will continue to reason with us. Today, he has come back to say, actually, I have confirmed it that true, the root of insecurity in Nigeria are not the West. They are not from the east. They are not from the east, but rather they are the northern.
Biafra evangelist, if you are in the shoe of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that this young man, Chief of Staff Musa Christopher, has said where the problem come from, will you act and support this Musa Christopher to deal with this element, knowing fully that just as you have said, these Fulani herdsmen, they have destroyed Benue, they are destroying Plateau State, they have destroyed most of the states in the north. Will you, as a president of Nigeria, if you are in the shoe of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, look into their eyeball to eyeball, that forget 27 elections, let's call a spade, put them where they belong?
Do you see why they are scared of people like me? They are scared of people like me because my face alone, you understand, is the beginning of their adjustment. So I expect the Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to tact. I believe in that. The law of Moses. If you know one get sense, I will give you one. You understand? They are the chief architect of insecurity. Then you help them. Give it to them. You know, remember when Jonathan, you know, that is why I am not happy with Jonathan. You see why they are afraid of saying Igbo people, giving them opportunity to rule Nigeria. I get you see Nigeria, somebody like me, being an Igbo man, then and you are the chief architect of the problem that we are having, my brother, I will crush you and crush your generation that will rise. You hear me? So President Bola Ahmed Tinubu should rise. You know, that time when Jonathan gave Ihejirika the hand to go ahead. You see the way the Northerners, everybody,
Fire them, bomber to bomber.
hey, immediately,
Give
they
them
begin to
moto.
adjust. Yeah. The next thing, this man, including President Buhari, hey, these people want to retaliate to Biafran war, they are coming to retaliate to. You see, that is the way they channel it. That is to tell you the kind of heart they have.
Biafra evangelist, let me cut you short. You know, because of this thing you just said, the Fulani, when Jonathan took that step, it is the major reason why they form more alliance with the Yorubas and make sure they kick Jonathan out of the office.
And because the Yorubas, you know why? Because of the, let me not use all, some Yorubas. Because I still have good some of them that are good. Some of them that are educated, who are wise, who has woken up. You understand? Like this Pharaoh to me, he's a man, he has been speaking the truth, and because of that truth, he was kidnapped. And I know I have many of them like that. Somebody like the likeness of Ambode, the likeness of the late Funshaw Williams, a person that he welcomed people irrespective of where you come from. You understand? These are the people, I respect them. Okay? And let me use the word, some Yorubas who doesn't understand. You understand? They are the one, they are like Tinubu too, because he's one of the haters of Igbos. He conspired. He was the one that sponsored even dancing at the Ojota, and today he's kicking against protests. So they alliance with them to stand against Jonathan, to speak against Jonathan, to act and to work their rights. What else again?
The Afro evangelists. Right now, if you look at what is happening now, it's like the houses they begin to waking up because
To this. Mgbe onye ji teta ụra bụ to this. Mgbe onye ji teta ụra bụ ụtụtụ ya. When you wake up from your sleep is your morning time. Yorubas has waken up from their sleep. Hausas are waking up now from their sleep. So whereby the people that welcome these wicked souls, evil men called the Fulanis, they were welcomed into the northern part of Nigeria in 1914. Yeah, that is when they entered Nigeria and they were welcomed. And they use religion and they use language. And people that you speak one language are now disregarding you, separating themselves from you, pushing you away. That means you are the true problem. Somebody that welcomed you before, give you their water, give you everything, is now rejecting you. That means that something is wrong somewhere. And that thing is what Nigeria has failed to realize for long. Igbos are not the problem. Simon Ekpan is not a problem and it can never be. Nnamdi is not a problem and it can never be. IPOB is not a problem and they can never be. The problem of Nigeria are the Nigerians. And who are those that are Nigerians? The Fulanis. They have Hausas because they are the ones that welcome Fulani. And I call them one. Nkokona ni one according to Yoruba. Ofihe kahabo na asụsụ ndị Igbo.
the Afro evangelists, thank you so much. Before I will let you go this morning, one of the newspapers this morning said that Nigeria government has partnered with the China in insecurity in Nigeria. In fact, the China said they are ready to train 70,000 of Nigeria soldiers, military, to train them. What do you have to say about that?
To train Nigerian military?
Yes.
Okay, it's good. They have the equipment, they have the capacity, they have the strength, they have everything to train Nigerian Boko Haram. Who are the people holding gun? You are calling them Nigerian military. Who are the people holding gun? The more you train them, you are training more Boko Haram. They are the one in number. When you talk of handling gun, how many of us are in the military? The Fulanis are the one in the military. And let me tell you, funny enough, when you see these Fulanis acting, they will tell you, say, order never come from above to fight, to retaliate. They will be waiting for order to come from above. But when anything happens in the east and the west, they will act. You are free to act. Many Nigerian police have said this to me. They air it on air. Many Nigerian military, you should have asked why is it that Igbos are running away from the military. Many of them that are involved, that they are sent to the north for this assignment, both the time of Buhari, 8 years. They will tell you other. I say when Yoruba man said when they saw what was happening, he was moved to retaliate. He said the next person, say others have not come from a word that if he should shoot or retaliate, that they will shoot him. For how long shall we come? You are telling me that others have not come from above. So you will wait until when others come from above. Autumn. You remember Autumn, the former governor of Benue. You know when they were massacring the Benuans.
The Afro evangelist, sorry for cutting it short. Now we have people that are following us. Please talk to them what we do on this channel before you proceed, sir.
Okay. God bless you, our viewers. Irrespective of where you are watching us from, I remember humble self, that Biafran evangelist that will continue to speak nothing but the truth. On this channel, subscribe, on this channel, press the button share on this channel, like on this channel, comment, because that your comment is very, very important. Let us hear your view so that we know what next. And the things you know, you can at least contribute. We need it so that we move forward, because we are meant to partner and to reason together.
Biafra evangelist Mary Choma, your sister, he say our God is bigger than them.
Yes,
She's
my
talking about the
sister.
Fulani.
God bless you.
Only law the way. To fight for freedom is not moi moi.
Yes,
That's
ma.
why Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is passing through all this.
You are there, ma. You
He
are
said
right.
the men of violence take it by force. I think this statement was coming from the Wazirike man who is saying that freedom fighter is not by violence. That was when this person made this comment. Biafra evangelist.
The Bible says so. Right from the days of John the Baptist, the kingdom of God suffered violence. And how did you get it? You use violence and get it.
Even Moses, when he was fighting Pharaoh.
Hello, excuse me. Do you know why Saul was appointed as a king? He was appointed to wipe away a whole nation. Go and read the first Samuel chapter 15. God told him, go and wipe the anarchy. The people of Amalekite. These are the people who rose against the children of Israel when they were coming out of Egypt. Who fought against Moses. And that was where Moses raised up his hand. You understand? Go and read your Bible.
Because
You use violence to sometimes
Biafra evangelist, why this person make this comment? Igbo man, your Igbo brother said today that Mazin Nnamdi Kanu deserve what he's facing with Nigeria government. That is fighting
the
for
man
violence.
that says so is an ignorant man. You know, when you are not informed, you will be deformed. So he's not informed. That is why he's deformed. You understand? What Mazin Nnamdi Kanu was doing, even Samoneta continuation, was according to the law of the United Nations. Because they knew it that if they should go against the United Nations, the law will go against them and they will not achieve their goal.
He has license.
And Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, for your information, have the UN license to agitate.
Mr. Evangelist, even the Mr. Wazirike of Ogba, you know the man.
He did not know.
He also said that Mazin Nnamdi Kanu was jobless in UK. That's why he had to come to Nigeria in 2014 to partner with Wazirike. Wazirike give him job. He now betrayed Wazirike. That's why he's fighting.
Now listen to me. Come closer, come closer. Let me educate our people on things that they don't know. On the things that they don't know. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, despite the fact that he has been in the custody of DSS, please, after I finish, do your findings. I have told you this. Anything I said, I give you right to do what? To do your findings, to know if I am lying or not. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, even as he is in detention, go and check him. He's still richer than Wazirike. He is still richer than Wazirike. When he was when they newly kidnapped him from Kenya, I checked his net worth. 13 point. Then it was this man. What is his name? This current Nigerian West African richest man, Dangote. Dangote was 13 point something million US dollars. That is net worth. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu was 10.8 US million dollars.
But Biafra evangelist, many people will say that it is Biafra money that was being contributed all over the world.
Now listen to me. When did I start to contribute money? If you are not informed, you'll be deformed. Go and do your verification. They have not started contributing money as at that time. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is not just ordinary. He graduated here in Nigeria. Nnamdi Azikiwe University. Before he went to Oxford to continue his education, to finish up, to furthermore. Many don't know about this. They didn't come from a poor home. They're just like somebody like Ojukwu. People will think Ojukwu is never a poor man because his father was rich. Likewise, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. Do you know what it means to train somebody from university after university to further again to Oxford University outside the country? You get it? So he's never a poor boy or a poor man. So what he was fighting for He's a rich man. Now Wazirike be poor man. Wazirike ended up his career. Excuse me. He only ended up his career as a lawyer, which he studied in India. That was where he ended. And he came back to Nigeria to establish pure water company. Wazirike, I say, see, I know him one-on-one. He's not taller than me. I march from here, then I was in Maso. I march from here to my two, where his house is, as at that time. What are you telling me? He came to Nigeria and established a pure water company. Then the only way for him to make more money was to carry the agitation of Biafra. You understand? Grrr. And when they carry it up, are you getting it? So when he now, yes, you know, he knows nothing. No, when you are not informed, you'll be deformed. So I continued again, like where I stopped before he interrupts me. You know, all these people that, you know, that they are not well informed, that they have deformation and they have some, what should I call it, cancer inside, you know, is disturbing them whenever you mention Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and Wazirike. So when the Wazirike now wake up, they discovered that business is not good. The only way to err and to draw the attention of the government was to carry Biafran case. And he carried it.
So he was fake.
Complete fake. He carried it. And when he carried the agitation, what happened? Let me explain to you in case you don't know the meaning of a freedom fighter. A freedom fighter is a man that sacrificed himself. I will liken him to be the man, starting from the Genesis. He's no longer seeing himself as a living being. He sees himself as a dead person. Are you getting it? Now listen to me. As I said, I will liken it to the word of God. Go and read the book of Genesis. The Bible says, and the Lord said unto Abraham, "Oh, yeah, bring your son Isaac for sacrifice." Let me tell you, in the heart of Abraham, Isaac is dead. Isaac is no longer a living soul. And that was why, in order to fulfill that assignment, he didn't relate with his wife. Because he doesn't want an opposition. He make a move, and God now proving himself. The land that was provided was a replacement of Isaac. Because he must not share the blood, the ordained man of God. Okay? And likewise, when Jesus came, God now came in the volume of a man. He sacrificed himself. He didn't see himself as a living. He see himself as a dead person. That's why all that he went through it because he wanted to save man. That is freedom fighter. So he started from the scripture. Likewise, Moses and Joshua. Then let me now come out of the scripture and go to reality. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu had money. He had a very good environment. He has everything. You understand? But because of the love he has for his people, he denied himself everything. Even as I'm talking to you, if he should today admit what Nigeria is offering to him, my brother, he will not stay there the next day. He will come outside, and he will become as rich as Dangote, even richer than Dangote. I bet you. Federal Republic of Nigeria is a witness of what I'm saying, and I believe, let them watch this. Let them prove it to me. I am matching the earth and speak what I'm telling you. I don't speak lie, I speak the truth. I could remember one time like that. Obasanjo is still alive. You can go to his listen and throw this question. Obasanjo, with what the Nigerian government gave to him, he took to that time he was in the cell. Then they offered him this. He refused. He rejected it. Before they intend to assassinate him, that he ran away, they later kidnapped him. What did Obasanjo say? And what prompted Obasanjo to make that statement? He said now that he have seen a leader, a man that Igbos have gotten a leader. That was Obasanjo's statement. He's still alive. Now you know that Igbos have gotten a leader. Do you know what they offered to him? He said it. I read it in the paper, even in the Vanguard and Punch, as at that time that Obasanjo went there to visit him. He said, ask Obasanjo what he came to prison to say, to do with him. That he came there with stains. If he can be able to tell the public, let him that he will not come from his farm. That Obasanjo came in there, Kanu said this. I saw it on paper.
Biafra Evangelist, because of our time, thank you for having you this morning. But before I will let you go, speak Igbo to these viewers, the Biafra that are watching all over the world, who have heard from you. They say, right on, sir, you are doing well. We are proud of you as a Biafra. Speak to them, they want to hear from you in Igbo language.
Chukwu gọzie unu, ọ ga-adịrị unu na mba. Ihe ọbụla unu tinyere aka ya gaziere unu. Ụtụtụ ọma nụ, ehihie ọma nụ, mgbede ọma na anyasị ọma nụ. Dịka ihe unu ebe ọbụla unu nọ wee na-ekiri ihe onyonyo a, dịka unu nọ na-eme anyị na-emekwa n'akasị anyị obi ka anyị na-agasi ike n'ihe anyị na-ekwu. Unu nwa na-epresikwanụ bọtịn na-ashịa ya ka ọ na-ezu ka ndị ọzọ soro unu na-amụta, soro unu na-ege, soro unu na-ama ihe na-eme, n'ihi na ụfọdụ n'ime anyị amara ihe na-eme. So unu mee ka ha mata, ka ha ghọta na o nwere ihe na-aga, ma nke a ghara isi n'azụ jee na-agba ha mgbe okpuru, ọ ka ha nwa isokwana were na-agba nwaanyị mgbe okpuru. Ya gaziere unu, ọ ga-adịrị unu na mba.
Thank you, Biafra Evangelist, for having you this morning. Viewers all over the world, thank you for joining us this morning on this channel, The Waymaker TV. Thank you. Please subscribe to this channel. Like this channel. Drop your comment. We have Onyinye the way this morning. We have Mary Choma. We have Jesus Save. This morning they join us. Not only join us, they drop their comment, and that's why we are calling their name for the world to hear them, that they belong to this family. Thank you, viewers. Thank you, Biafrans. Thank you, Nigerians, for joining us this morning. We look forward to meet you tomorrow, give you the latest what is happening tomorrow. Now that the Chief of Staff, Musa Christopher, have said that the problem of Nigeria are the Fulani and Hausa. They are the one causing insecurity in Nigeria. Right now, we believe that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu should do the needful, look into their eye and said enough is enough. We saw the atrocity the Fulani has committed in Benue, they committed in Plateau, they committed in different places in Nigeria, and that is what Igboho, Sunday Igboho, and Nnamdi Kanu are fighting for, the injustice that the Fulani headmen are doing to their people. Thank you everyone for joining us this morning. We look forward to see you, the same platform, the same channel tomorrow. Love you guys. Thank you for joining me this morning.